Hey everyone, how's it going? Hopefully you guys are doing well today. It's the end of the week pretty much. Hopefully you guys will have a happy new year. It's the last podcast of the year, so this is exciting in a way. So today I'm going to talk about LeBron James. Yeah, he's been doing so well lately. So yesterday he had reached another milestone. However, I'm going to discuss today, is he the top 5 NBA player of all time? I know a lot of people are going to disagree, and maybe a couple of you will agree with me on this, but anyway, so yesterday he celebrated his 36th birthday. He was the top scorer for the Lakers last night in a 121 to 107 victory over the Spurs, but his 26 points marked another milestone. He has now gone 1,000 consecutive games with a personal score of 10 points or more, which guaranteed, I'm going to stop it right there, it is hard to do. So he has done really, really well with that. I have mixed feelings on LeBron James. If you know me, you know. So he's had 1,000 consecutive games, like I said, with 10 points or more, which is incredible. The last time he made a single-digit score was January 5th in 2007 when he made 8 points against the Milwaukee Bucks. Wow, right? James passed Michael Jordan in March of 2018 to take the number 1 spot on the all-time list with 867 consecutive games of the last 10 points, or of at least 10 points, yeah. It's been just under 13 years since LeBron James has played an NBA game and scored fewer than 10 points, which is incredible. Speaking after the game, James shook his head in disbelief at having reached the milestone. He said, "I just go out there and try to prepare the best way every night when I step on the floor. And if I'm in uniform, I've got to do things and to help our team win. If that's scoring, rebounding, defending, assistant, doing other little things, and just be available for my teammates throughout the course of the game when I'm on the floor and also on the bench." So yes, he said he's been fortunate enough to do that in his career, majority of it. So he said he gives a lot of credit to his teammates and coaching staff that I've had throughout the course of my career, and that has allowed me to be who I am and has allowed me to use my influence for the better of the team as well. So, of course, I just won a championship, and he said Lakers forward Anthony Davis also shook his head, and amazing that James scoring streak. So LeBron James has done the unthinkable, but is he the top 5 of all time? I'm going to go on a limb and say no, not of all time, because I don't like doing all time. I just feel like it goes by era. You know what I'm saying? Like, how was basketball being played 30 years ago compared to now? You can't just say all times. I just feel like it needs to go by decade instead of just saying all time. Now, stats-wise, I can understand. I'm not doubting LeBron James. I'm not doubting him for being an incredible player. There's a lot of things that I do not like. I say a lot. There is a couple of things that I do not like about LeBron. I'm not going to go into detail. So, all I'm going to say is that, yeah, LeBron James is one of the best. However, I just don't think he's an all-time leader or all-time top 5. I just think it's got to go by decades. Like, Michael Jordan, he is one of the greatest of all time. But you don't put him in the top 5. Like, because he might not have been able to play now in the game now because the game changes so much. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but a lot of people like to do all time. Okay, cool. But that's not who I am, and that's not how I feel about this. I think that LeBron James is one of the best. He has proven so much. However, at the same time, don't put him on the all-time list of the top 5 players. Go by decade, go by era, whatever. But yeah, it's really hard to say, but congrats to LeBron James on being such a great athlete all this time and having such a great leadership on the court. I feel like he's grown as a player on and off the court. I feel like he has improved a lot on his leadership abilities. And he's improving a lot. And I think that's what he tries to do every year is improve, and also have his teammates built up. And I think that's why Anthony Davis wanted to come back as a Laker, for one. Because him and LeBron gets along so well. And I think both of them together as veteran players can lead this team again to a championship or to playoffs that takes place this year, and I think it will. Don't count the Lakers out. Lakers are growing. They do have a couple of young players. But however, I feel like with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, they can lead this team to do anything. I mean, I just feel like they have so much they can accomplish, so much more they can do, and I don't really know where to go with this, guys. I just know that LeBron James is good. I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying that I've actually seen him grow as a player, as an athlete, as a teammate, and you can't just create a player like that. They have to grow on their own. I feel like we see a lot of players with a bad attitude on a lot of bases, and I think LeBron comes back from it and he learns and he grows. He is a great player on and off the court, no doubt about that. So I can't wait to see what else he's going to do, what kind of other milestones he's going to break. There's no telling what all he's going to break. He is a future Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. No doubt about that. He's a future Hall of Famer. And he's probably got a couple more rings he's going to get before he retires. Even then, we don't know when he's going to retire. He could have 5 more years in the tank left. We do not know that for sure. But at the same time, injuries can happen. Anything can happen, right? So, yeah, but LeBron James is great. So I just kind of go into the milestone that he did last night. He reached 1,000 games of 10 points or more. That's hard to do with any player. It was hard for Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Will Chamberlain, just naming off players. Jerry West. It's one of those things that Kobe. I mean, it's just the list can go on and on and on. And I feel like he's done the unthinkable, and there you go. It's a hard thing to do. It's a hard milestone to do. Now, will anybody ever break this milestone? Probably not. If so, it'll be years down the line, right? But it's incredible to see this thing happen. We don't see very many milestones, I feel like, breaking in the NBA, but he's done it. I mean, he's done the unthinkable. So once again, hats off to LeBron James. Do you agree with me with what I say about not putting top 5 of all time? Just doing like era or doing like decades only. If you do, please comment down below. Also, comment down below what you want to hear next. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell for notifications. Also, a new podcast will be up and available on Saturday. I was going to say Sunday, but I do not post on Sundays. So I will do one on Saturday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a happy new year and also be safe. Don't get in any trouble. And see you next year, guys. Hopefully 2021 will be amazing and incredible for you guys. See ya.